Okay, so with all this crazy new information about the Epstein files and the unredacted files, I've just been sort of not been able to sleep tonight because I've just been trying to connect dots and make sense of the confusion in all of our lives for the last like 10 years. So I wrote this on Substack. I'm just going to read it. I've titled it, Was Jeffrey Epstein Q? Okay, hear me out. A guy named Moot is the founder of 4chan. On 4chan, in the poll channel, the politics channel, is where Q began doing the Q drops in 2017 with the initial message of calm before the storm. This sparked the QAnon movement, which significantly boosted Donald Trump's 2020 presidential run, as well as fueled the January 6th insurrection. So many of the things that many on the alt-right currently believe originated from these Q drops and ideologies within QAnon. Phrases such as stop the steal, where we go one, we go all, trust the plan, the Great Awakening, deep state, do your own research, follow the breadcrumbs, and the belief that a global cabal of elite pedophiles were trafficking children, drinking their blood, and getting away with all of this in pizza parlor basements. These phrases and ideologies all began within the QAnon movement before making it all the way to Nana's Facebook feed, and they were all convinced this was being done by Democrats. The Pepe the Frog meme was also co-opted by the neo-Nazis in the already existing white supremacist channels on 4chan. There were also many other channels, many of which were focused on underage sexual material, and 4chan is also where several mass shootings were pre-planned, where the shooters were radicalized, and where they were praised. When Q joined 4chan, the Q drops brought in the alt-right conspiracy theorists, which essentially combined with the neo-Nazis, the mass shooters, and those active in the pedo channels. QAnon began also using the Pepe meme to depict Donald Trump. In early 2018, Q switched platforms from 4chan to 8chan, and it was widely suspected that this was not the same Q due to major Q drops differences like writing patterns and timing. The belief is that someone who was not the original Q was now saying they were. 8chan was eventually shut down in 2019 following a series of mass shootings. This is the same year that Epstein was alleged to have taken his own life in jail. So here's the kicker. Moot, the founder of 4chan, had met with Jeffrey Epstein, and after that meeting is when Moot reopened the politics channel, Poll, where Q first showed up. Reading through Epstein's emails and the way he spoke in short, disjointed sentences and phrases is awfully similar to the way that Q would release their original drops on 4chan. I would allege that Jeffrey Epstein himself may have been the original Q, and if that were true, it would mean that MAGA is Jeffrey Epstein's brainchild, and their mysterious government insider that inspired them to do so much of what they have done is literally the most evil child sexual assaulter, child murderer, and sex trafficker of all time. Every accusation may have literally been a confession. Prove me wrong.